Oh, hey, Rashad. Woo, y'all, you should well, you can probably see my excitement today. Because, y'all, let me tell you, I am here with somebody I have fangirled about since I started blogging. Don't do that. Don't do that. You know you're fabulous. You know you're incredible.
Stop.
So let me bring you out. I gotta bring you out. Okay.
Okay. Let's
Can
go.
I do that? Can I do
Okay.
that?
I'm ready.
All right.
I'm ready.
Y'all, I have truly fangirled over my guest today. Since I started blogging, since I started being on Instagram, he makes the most delicious food. And let me tell you, I'm somebody that has a hard time watching people eat food. I never have a hard time watching him eat. He has been one of my besties in my head for the past 2 years. I have so enjoyed his content. And he was so gracious, y'all. When I reached out, it was what, 20, 30 seconds before you got back to me? Yes?
Because what the people should know, if you follow me and you watch my story, that I am a fan of Shani. Because let me tell you, listen, to my followers who are watching, if you are not following her, go follow her. Because I know you got a sweet tooth. Because these cakes, I feel like I've tasted them in my head. And I've been in her DMs like, I'm not the best baker, but and she like, put some butter in it. Yep.
This is what we gonna do. Y'all, I am beyond honored, beyond thrilled that my friend, and I can call you that now,
Absolutely.
that I am beyond honored and beyond thrilled that my friend Rashad Jiles is here with me today. Welcome, Rashad, to I'll Bring Dessert.
Thank you.
I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you for joining me today. And you're going to be actually cooking with me today.
Yes.
Okay. Now before we get into the preliminary questions, because you know I got them, tell me what we're making today.
Today we are making Nashville hot chicken tenders. But, I wouldn't be Rashad East the World if they did not have an international twist. Mm-hmm. So we are using an East African, more so Ethiopian spice called Berbere. Mm-hmm. Some people not pronounce it Berbere spice, but it's called Berbere. And it's a spice blend. It has things like coriander. It also has garlic. Mm-hmm. And it's super rich. And it's really good when you cook it down for a long time. But this quick cook we're going to get on it with our Nashville chicken is definitely going to bring some flavor.
Now, how did you get introduced to Berbere?
Well, I'm actually from Minnesota. Mm-hmm. The Twin Cities to be more specific. And we have a very large East African community there, majority being Somali and Ethiopian. Mm-hmm. So one of my friends, her parents own a store and restaurant called Shega Foods. And first of all, their food is amazing. And
I believe it.
They taught me everything I know about Ethiopian food.
Nice.
But they're the number one distributor of Ethiopian spices, in the state and in the Midwest. Wow. And so I feel privileged and honored to have access to it, actually.
And they were like, you better come in and learn about this better. Because this is one of our spices and you need to know about it.
Absolutely.
Oh, wait. So you're a Midwestern son. I'm a Midwestern daughter.
Mm-hmm.
But neither one of us are in the Midwest anymore. But we were.
Right.
So how did you end up in Houston?
It was on my bucket list. I still am. Always when I'm those. I am the type of person that if I want to do something, I'm just going to go for it. Wow. I lived in a bunch of different places. I had a work training in Houston once and I just loved the city. And I was like, you know what? I want to move there. And then time went on and I had the opportunity. Literally my lease ended in Atlanta and I was like, I'm going to go to Houston. So I came, I visited a few times. I checked out apartments, and I've been here for 3 years now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you just wanted to move there. You just wanted to be there.
I just wanted to be here. It felt good. It still feels good. Because I've lived a lot of places, but once I was like over it, I was over it. But like Houston has had a hold on me. So I don't know. God in the universe,
Houston
it wanted
has
me
a
here.
hold on you, honey. It's not letting go. I was in Houston. The last time I was in Houston was the summer between my senior year in college and my freshman year in high school, or my senior year in high school and my freshman year in college, which would have been 1995. So I think I'm overdue for a trip to Houston. I remember
Absolutely.
being so beautiful, so amazing, so much to do.
Do you remember how hot it was?
I do, because I was there in August. I do.
It's so hot.
I do remember that. I remember that vividly. So let's talk about you. We're going to get started in just a second, but I want people to like fall in love with you. So tell me how you first got started cooking.
Well, it's funny. My dad is actually a chef. But the funny part about that is that I didn't get my cooking skills from my dad. Because when he came home, he was tired of cooking, and so it was like, okay, you're kind of gonna get what you're gonna get, type of deal.
Some cereal,
right? And it's so funny now that I cook, like I understand. Like if I, help with the catering event, and I get home, I'm like, oh, I just cooked all that food, and I'm eating a sandwich. But
you don't like take a little bit out, like in your pocket or something, in your bag?
Nah, you probably like taste it throughout the day, and you're like, oh,
you don't want it anymore.
Time the night ends. Nah. But one hobby my mom and I had, we used to watch cooking shows. And so we watched like Julia Child, Emerald, and there was another show called like Two Fat Ladies. It was so these like these two fat Italian ladies, and they would cook, and it looked so good.
So tell me a funny story about when you first started cooking.
Well, me and mom were watching a cooking show, and it was like one of those bake-off shows, like, the Great American Bake Off or something like that.
Right.
Or like dessert. And I remember they made caramel. And they were just like, all you have to do is melt the sugar. So I was like, I can do that. And so I was home alone, and I decided I wanted to make caramel. And so I get in the kitchen with a hot pan and some sugar, and I get just stirring and stirring and stirring. Look at it, and it drops on my toe. Drops on my toe, burns me like crazy.
Yeah, hot sugar will do that. You didn't have anything over your feet?
Nothing. I was cooking barefoot. I was home. It was like summertime. Yeah, I know now. But like it burns me so bad. And I don't know. I don't remember like if I left it on there, because it was like at this point like a piece of hard candy stuck to my foot.
Oh, but I don't need to laugh at your literal pain. Okay, sorry.
Woo. So I'm like scared. I don't even tell my mom, and I'm just like, whatever. I'm just ride this one out. It's gonna feel better. And it got to a point where the toe got infected. I had to get surgery to fix this. And like you would think that scared me away from the kitchen. Nah, look at me now. I swear. That is the funniest story. And it was like such a big deal. Like the surgery, and it was like summertime. So I had like my foot was wrapped up. I had crutches because I couldn't walk on it. Like,
oh my gosh.
My toe's okay now, but
it's okay now.
It's all right now.
You were able to keep the toe.
I was able to keep the toe. The toenail, it was the big toe.
Oh.
Now the toenail, that's
What happened to the toenail? What happened to the toenail? She's gone?
She's in toenail heaven. But, we got a new one.
Toenail. I would rather have the toe than the toenail.
Listen.
All day. All right, Rashad. This is my first time making Nashville Hot chicken tenders. I have to admit, I tasted this Nashville Hot seasoning.
It's spicy. It's spicy. It is.
Goodness. It is spicy, but it's yummy. So let's
Okay.
get into it.
Let's get into it.
Have my flour with some of my seasoning in it. Where can people find this recipe if they want to make it? Uh-oh.
I'll put it in my story.
You'll put it in your story. Good.
I'll put it in my story.
Perfection.
Okay, so I seasoned my flour. Now I'm just gonna season my chicken.
Okay. My chicken
with our chicken seasoning that is on the recipe that will be in my story.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Can I say, most of the people in my family are looking forward to eating this today.
Oh, good.
My son heard spicy and he was like, I'll have a hot dog.
Oh, I was going to say, does he like spicy?
Not yet. My daughter, she's 12. She's really getting into spice. So she was really excited when she heard about this.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, you're going to get, you can get your money's worth today, kiddo.
Okay.
You already hear runny noses and it will, oh yeah, it's spicy. Oh, I like that. You can use that. Spicy.
Spicy. Okay. So the seasoned chicken. We're going to dredge it in our seasoned flour.
Okay. Got it.
And I don't know, I like chicken with a bone in it, but call me childish, but I really love chicken tenders.
Yeah, of course.
It's just easy. You just pick it up. There's nothing in the way.
Right. And just go for it. Although my kids have friends. So my kids are 12 and 9 and their friends are 13 and 9. I have never seen human beings eat chicken as well as these two kids do. Every time they come over, I'm trying to make them chicken.
Listen, and that's the thing, eating chicken well.
And they do. I congratulate their mother every time.
Eating chicken well. I was that kid who did not eat chicken well. That's so funny. And I remember, my grandma for sure would be like, no. There's still meat on those bones.
My mother would say that to me. My mother would be sucking marrow out of the bones and stuff. And
I'm like, oh my God.
No, you're not supposed to eat that part. She was like, I've been eating chicken longer than you've been alive.
Oh my God.
You're not supposed to eat that part, Bobby. No, mommy.
That is so funny. And it's so funny. It's definitely a culture thing if somebody says to you, "Oh, you don't know how to eat chicken."
Yes.
And you're like, "What do you mean? You just eat it?" No,
you know why? Because that means you're halfway to losing your invite to the cookout. That's what that means.
That's exactly what that means.
You can't even eat chicken. What's wrong with you?
Oh, you know what?
Shame. What?
You know what, Shani? I'm glad that you eat chicken because I heard that you can't really play spades.
Just telling my business now. My business is just out there.
That's what the people said. That's what the people
said.
So I think you can fool them if you eat, you tear that chicken bone up.
Oh Lord! The only thing that's gonna keep me keep my invite to the cookout is the fact that I'm bringing dessert. That's it.
See, hey, there you go, right there.
I don't play dominoes at all since we're putting it all out there.
Look, as long as you bring some dessert, you don't got to play no games you don't want to play.
So what am I ready to do now, Mr. Jiles?
You can carefully place your chicken tenders in your hot oil. Carefully. And for those of you watching who are not, or maybe even scared to fry, one thing that should give you confidence when you're laying your whatever you're frying in there, make sure you lay it away from you. That way, if it drops, it slips, whatever, it's not so close to you.
Right? That's such a good tip.
Yeah, making sure.
Sure.
I try.
Look at you go.
Making sure not to overcrowd the pan because remember you're adding something cold to the hot oil, so it's definitely going to drop the temperature.
Okay. Can I say what this smells like?
Ooh, what?
Mm. Mm. Like, I'm not titties up. Do I have to share?
I mean, that's up to you and your household, but I'm home alone right now, so.
So that's up to you and your house. Oh, we love a friend who encourages not sharing. Oh my gosh.
How do you explain that to
Mm.
your kids when you just yelled at them about sharing?
Um, Rats.
Yeah, best of luck.
Rats.
Best of
Mm.
luck with that. And I know it
So,
smells good.
oh, it's good isn't the word. Like, what the heck? Mm. So, this is my Nashville Hot, the seasonings.
Mm-hmm.
I need to put this in a bowl, don't I?
Actually, you can put it in a bowl, or you can put it in. You can put it in a bowl, or you can put it in a pot. Because what you're going to do is you're going to take some of that hot frying oil and you're going to
Mm-hmm.
pour it over your seasoning.
Mm. All right, so let me grab a pot.
Okay.
Because I have heat. Well, they're supposed to be heat proof bowls, but I don't want today, live on camera, to be the time
Listen.
that I am made a liar of about my heat
You
proof
say,
bowls.
and grab your heat proof bowl as it shatters.
Right. Mm. Ooh, this smells so good. All right. All right. Do you hear it?
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Oh,
We
and
are
every time I bend
frying.
over it, like to smell it, you know what this smells like, Rashad?
Hmm.
It smells like my mommy's fried chicken. It really
Oh.
does. My mom's been gone since 2000, the year 2000.
Mm-hmm.
And this right here, this smells like her chicken.
Oh, that makes me happy.
I don't know how you did that. What friend you did? Like core memory release.
Oh, that makes me
Yeah, that
happy.
smells exactly like the chicken she used to fry. And here's the other thing. I have spent many years trying to recreate that and haven't done so successfully. We're cooking this
Well,
all the way through.
all the way through, or
All
until
right.
the internal temperature reaches 165 degrees.
Okay.
um, I'm glad I can bring back that good memory for you.
Mhm.
What's funny is, so remember I told the story about me dropping the sugar on my toe?
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know if that was funny,
um,
but okay.
growing up, my mom wasn't the best cook, so that's probably why she gave me so much grace.
Uh-huh.
She wasn't the best cook, but she always like loved to cook, right? Like she would try.
Yeah.
And I just remember like her fried chicken
Uh-huh.
was always burnt.
Oh.
She
But
figured
she
it out.
was trying.
Yeah, she figured it out. Like as time went on, she became a
Hmm.
much better cook. But I just remember like I didn't like gravy for the longest time because I didn't like her gravy.
Why?
And
What was wrong
uh,
with it?
she was trying to figure it out. And that's
Okay.
why like when people are intimidated by cooking, I just tell them like, it's a lot of trial and error. Not everything I make
Oh my
turns out
gosh.
right the first time. You
Listen,
know,
I tell my students that all the time. Um,
so like it's
especially in
cool.
my cohort, my creative cakes and more cohort, where they're learning how
Hmm.
to make their own recipes. Because as a recipe developer, you have to try stuff a bunch of times before it's ready for other people.
Hmm.
But yeah, you're right.
So I'm just gonna grab my chicken. Here's
Uh-huh.
a nice golden brown chicken tender, and I'm gonna check the temp
Yum.
of it
Okay.
and see.
How's
Okay,
it looking?
it is almost there.
Uh-huh.
We are at 150. So
Okay.
just 10 more degrees. So just a little bit
Back in the
longer.
oil. Yep.
Back in the oil it goes.
Ooh, this. I don't get to fry very often, and so when I do, And that's weird because frying can be like a super tedious thing, but I actually enjoy it.
So my youngest sister lives with me, and she'll like cook things that she like knows, but she's scared to try new things. And I'm always telling her, she's like, I don't know when it's done. I'm like, use a thermometer.
Yep.
You
That's the
know,
best
like,
way.
mm-hmm. And I'm like, don't be scared, just try it. And she's like, well, what if it
Right.
turns out nasty? I'm like, okay, well, maybe you can try to fix it, or maybe you just go to McDonald's. I don't know, but don't stop.
Right. Right. And that's such good, I mean, that's such good advice, not just for cooking, but for life, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because we never know all the things that we do in life. We never know what's going to like be great out of the gate or what may take several tries. We don't know
Absolutely.
that. And sometimes we can get to a point where things are going great, but then they're not going great anymore, or we don't enjoy them anymore. Little birdie
Mm-hmm.
told me that you may have hit a point like that.
You know, as a creator,
Mm-hmm.
you like to keep things fresh and you like to keep creating. So
Absolutely.
like I've worked many jobs, and the reason why I do what I do now is because um I don't like things to be the same. And so like in my creative journey, um, I'm doing this thing and people love it, but I'm getting bored with it. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
not to say that it's not good, but I'm ready for a refresh. Like I couldn't see myself
Okay.
working in an office because I don't want to see the same thing every day. I want to see
You
something.
don't want to do the same thing. Like, oh, it's 8:30. I need to check my email.
you know, it's
You're
not
not about that
that's
life, Rashad.
yeah, it's not really my thing. That's why I like to cook. I can cook different stuff every day. One of the
Totally
reasons why,
understand.
I don't want a restaurant. I don't want to cook the same thing every day. My
Right.
menu would constantly change. And so yeah, that's kind of a point that I'm at right now in my career. And, I want to keep giving the people the good stuff, but
Right.
I want to do it in a different way. Um,
Ooh, what does
and
that mean
so
to you?
I want to amplify it. I want to make it bigger. I want to go um I want to go beyond,
I love this
beyond
so
social
much.
media, onto the
I
big screen.
I want to see you on my big screen.
Absolutely. Like, um, so here's the plan. And so
Okay.
now that I'm telling everybody this, I have to hold myself accountable, and
Are
you
you
all have
giving
to
me
hold
an
me accountable.
exclusive?
I am. Ooh.
I'm getting an exclusive on I'll Bring Dessert from
Absolutely.
Rashad Jiles.
So here's the
What?
plan.
Okay, here's the plan.
Picture it. Italy, 1962. Okay.
Okay.
Um, so ultimately I want a cooking show.
Yes.
My whole mission and my whole goal is to help bridge the cultural gap through food, because food is the
Yes.
one thing that we all have in common. We may eat it differently, but like
Right?
we all eat. And
We all
my
eat.
hopes are that, you know, just by, people who look like me, they see me trying something new that they've never tried before, and they
Right?
want to try it. And they try it. So say it's, I don't know, Indian food. And they're like, oh, Shai said it was good. Let me try it. And you try
Right.
it and you think it's good. And I just wanted to spark a conversation. Maybe you'll go to another Indian restaurant, and then
Mm-hmm.
eventually maybe you'll want to go to India, you know, because the world is so big. And I just feel
It
like
is.
everyone should get a taste of it because there's so much out there.
Rashad, first of all, thank you for sharing that with me. Like you didn't have to
Absolutely.
share that on my little podcast today. Um, Secondly, I love this for you. I would love to see you on my screen. I would love to see you doing like travelogues and cooking with people in their home kitchens, like in India and
Hmm.
Ethiopia. Um, because I think that's the kind of thing that will encourage my children and others who look like us to go out on a limb and try, you know? Like it's not so crazy
Absolutely.
if somebody who looks like you is doing it. That's why representation is so important. And who better for that job than you? Who's better? I can't think of anybody better.
Thank you.
I mean, it was for me just for the shots where you're like eating. Because I told you, traditionally, it's been really hard for me to watch people eat. Like, ew, that's gross. What you eat is like fun. And it's not like a crazy sexual thing. It's just like fun for me to watch you eat because I can see you enjoying what you're cooking. And that brings me just immense joy. So yes.
And I'm honest. I'm honest. I don't know if I always wonder, like, do people think that I'm like faking them out when I take that bite? Because if it's not good, we're not enjoying it. It's not going to be good. We're not going to eat that.
But is it showing up on the timeline if it's not good?
No. But it's not. But then too, like, I want to talk about that more because, like we talked about earlier, people being intimidated by cooking because what they don't know is that all they see is this 30 to 60-second reel, right? They see the highlight reel, just like, social media in general.
The literal highlight reel.
But like the first time I made pasta, I went through so many pounds of flour and so many eggs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody makes it seem so simple, but when you're learning, it's not that simple.
I was just like at one point I forgot the olive oil. One point I forgot the salt. And like, okay,
you can't forget salt.
Right? Do not forget the salt.
Do not.
Dude, if that's not a tip for everybody out there listening today, do not forget the salt.
There's a reason why we eat at restaurants, friends. It's because they use butter and salt. Literally.
That part.
So I understand us wanting to do better at home, and I think there's a way to do better at home, but don't skip the salt. Don't skip. Yeah.
Please.
It's just going to taste like disappointment. It's just going to taste like disappointment.
What's so funny is it's like, you'll hear certain chefs talk about the natural taste of the meat, which is great, but it's enhanced by salt. Everything is enhanced by salt. Desserts are enhanced by dessert.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Salt pulls out the other flavors. So if you have cinnamon and ginger, like that cake I posted today, you didn't have salt in there, it would taste pretty flat. And it doesn't take a lot of salt in order to get the full effect in a baked good. In savory, it takes a little bit more. But in baked goods, it really doesn't usually take more than a teaspoon or two. And most of the time, if it's 2 teaspoons, you're talking about like a double batch of something.
Yeah.
You don't really need that much salt, but you do need to have it.
The very first time I made jerk chicken, I was like following a recipe to the T. And I was like nervous about it because it had all these ingredients. And I put everything in there but salt. It smells so good. And I was cooking for my family. And so I made this like big batch of like beautiful jerk chicken and it had no salt.
So it was decent. Was it good?
Oh, no, it was not. It was not. Like, and then like I had leftover salt, so what kind of saved it. It was like a marinade too, so it like sat in the no salt marinade. But I had sauce left over that I had put to the side to put on top, and I had to put some salt in that. And it was just like, oh my gosh. And I just remember being so disappointed. I worked so hard on that.
Right. Jerk chicken is not like, and it's easy enough, but it's not like no toil whatsoever. It's not a sheet pan meal. You just chop a bunch of stuff up and put it on a sheet pan. I'm so sorry that happened to you. Have you ever forgotten salt since that day, I'll ask?
No, ma'am.
Not ma'am. No, those are those Texas manners coming through. That's our time in the South. That's what that is.
Listen, what's so funny, you said that, have I ever forgot salt? No, I have not, because I keep salt on my counter. Like, this is flake sea salt that just sits here. So just in case all else fails, sprinkle some on top.
Of course. Of course. All right, last batch going in. You said you had 2 batches?
Mm-hmm. My 2 batches.
Cook with you.
Likewise.
Mm.
My 2 batches are done, so we can chit and we can chat.
I like chitting and chatting. So, but once I finish this batch, because this is cooking quick, fast, and in a hurry at this point. How much of my oil am I going to put into my pot with my Nashville Hot?
We are going to go with 3/4 cups.
Okay, 3/4 cups. Okay.
Not too much.
A little less.
A little less. See, even though you might cook every day, but that doesn't mean you perfect it every day. But I believe that you have perfected these pound cakes.
Why do you believe that?
Because they are so beautiful. And I can say they taste good even though I haven't tasted it.
We have to fix that.
They just look so good.
Thank you.
You're so welcome.
I love a pound cake. My mother, we're talking about our mamas today. My mother, that was kind of her signature. She had a lemon pound cake. She had a 7-Up pound cake. Those were kind of her signatures. She had a sour cream pound cake. Sour cream was the very first one I ever made, or ever had, I should say. Because as a kid, I couldn't bake. I could flour a pan. That was really good.
That's where it starts.
Listen.
Can I help make a cake? Yeah, you can flour this pan.
And what is this spray? We use that spray around here. So I could flour a pan, and if it was a chocolate cake, I could get that cocoa powder in there without wasting a lot of cocoa powder, because when you use cocoa powder to prep a pan, it's a lot of cocoa powder. But I couldn't bake. And my mother, she was just so good with pound cake. So when I finally settled down and learned how to bake, one of the things that just kept coming to me was just these pound cake recipes. And now I don't know, is it a signature of mine? Like, you come to me for pound cake recipes? That's my signature? Okay.
That's it.
And there it is, friends. Apparently it's my signature now.
That's so funny. I was in middle school, and it was summertime, and one of my best friends, we were hanging out, and she was like, I want a pound cake. And I was like, oh, let's make it. So I looked up a recipe. I sent it out. We went to the store, and it was a sour cream pound cake. Yeah. And I made it and got it right on the first try. And we were eating it, and we're so excited for her mom to try when she got there. And she tried it, and she's like, Rashad, you made this? And I was probably like, I don't know, 13 or 14. I'm like, yeah. She was like, ain't no way. There's no way. She called my mom like, did you know your son makes pound cakes? Because he just made a pound cake. That is
a compliment. So ain't no way is a compliment. That's a huge compliment.
That ain't no way you made this.
That's a huge compliment.
Still to this day, they'll be like, you remember when you made that pound cake? And I'm like, I remember. I do. I remember a little bit,
No, you don't. You're not that modest.
I remember. I think so.
Alrighty. I am going to probably scoop 4 times because this is hot oil, y'all. So I'm not getting this all the way to the brim. All right, we've got our 3/4.
While you're doing that, since your spice is already made, your blend is already made, I'm gonna make my blend.
Okay.
All right. So we are gonna start with the star of the show, which is cayenne pepper. This is what makes it Nashville hot.
Right.
And then we're gonna go in with some garlic powder, some paprika. Some black pepper.
Yes, I got my black pepper in there.
Smelling divine. Some brown sugar.
Oh, it does smell divine, y'all. Divine.
And that should kind of kill the heat just a little. And then and then we have our star. Well, not really, but the Berbere.
The Berbere, yes.
And we're gonna add that in there.
Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna add a little more cayenne to mine because I think it deserves it.
Okay. You said it deserves it. Okay.
It deserves it.
Fair.
Oh, it smells good.
It does. It really, like my whole kitchen is like, oof, oof, oof,
Okay.
oof. So,
I'm
what
gonna
should the
add.
consistency of the Nashville Hot be? Like the sauce? What should the consistency be? Should it be kind of loose? Should it be
It should
chunky?
be like a thick paste.
Like a thick paste? Okay, we're at a
Hmm.
thick paste.
Okay. So I just added my oil in. I'm gonna give it a mix. Another
Okay.
thing too, I don't know, with cooking, I always tell people taste as you go.
Yeah,
Like
absolutely.
taste as you go. Remember, with salt or anything, you can add, but you can't take away. I
Right.
don't know how that is with baking because I'll get real intimidated by that. But like,
You can't taste as you go.
you can taste as you
You
go.
cannot. No, no, no. You're not supposed to eat anything with raw eggs in it, so
That's good.
not supposed to.
Mm, mm, mm.
Uh
Nashville.
oh. Uh oh.
I need to add a little bit more oil to mine.
Okay.
That's tasty. That's real good.
Now I gotta taste it because my friend said taste as I go. So
Ooh, that's
I
good.
need to taste as I go.
Okay, so I'll hold this up, and this is the
Mm.
consistency, like a. Ooh, let's see. Here we go.
All right. So you can't really see mine as well. Honey, that is spicy.
If it's too spicy, you can just definitely add some more brown sugar.
Did I say it was too spicy?
Oh, excuse me, excuse
You
me.
just trying to get me to lose all my cookout privileges. Like, just Shani, just leave. Just go ahead and leave the dessert, and you leave. The dessert at a table. Now you
Oh,
leave.
oh, I'm excited. I'm excited.
You're
I'm
gonna have me
excited.
out there like, ooh.
Okay,
All right, what next?
okay. And
You
now
ready?
all you got to do is just put your chicken in it and toss it until it's
That's it.
completely coated. Let me grab a plate.
Me too. Got my plate. Looking
Okay.
for my toes.
Oh, I'm excited. Okay, so I'm gonna toss my chicken tenders in there.
Okay. You do a couple at a time?
I have enough sauce that I can do them all at once.
Oh, okay. Even better.
And you're just gonna give them a toss until they're all coated. They should be good and red.
Nashville Hot chicken tenders. These are spicy. Very spicy. Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, you did. Ooh, boy.
Ooh.
Ooh, boy. Yeah, look at that. Did I do good?
Yes.
All
That looks
righty.
good. Let me show you one of mine.
Yes.
Ooh.
Woo.
Okay. So let's get them on a plate. And traditionally they are served with a piece of white bread and a pickle.
Mm-hmm. And what? And a
And a
pickle.
pickle.
Oh,
Hmm.
how many pickles?
That's all right. That's all right. That's all right.
See, my cookout invite is just.
You bring a dessert. We good.
Okay. Just tell me you stay in the car, we'll come get it.
Hold on, girl. My friend outside, she'll know how to play spades, but she did bring a good dessert. It's all
That's how y'all gonna do me at the cookout. That's how y'all do me at
right.
the cookout. Oh Lord. Oh my goodness. And I'd be like, why are these cars out here? Oh, we just
You know. No, girl.
This looks like a cookout, Rashad.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
Me too. You know I can't wait to taste this, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right.
I like to dip mine in ranch, so I'm gonna have a side of ranch on
Ooh,
the side.
me too. Do you ever use blue cheese or just ranch?
I use blue cheese sometimes,
Okay.
but I'm a
Just
ranch
wondering
kind of
for the
guy.
peoples.
I'm
Wondering
a
for the
ranch kind
peoples.
of
Me too.
guy.
Me too. All right. I actually like them both. But I'm
Mhm.
like hot chicken, I really like ranch.
Yeah, and it's so funny because some people like I feel like with blue cheese they either hate it or they love.
Mhm.
Ready? I'm so excited.
So excited. Me too. Me too. Got my Nashville hot tender.
Okay.
Y'all, I made that.
Mm.
Wait a minute.
What?
You did all
I just a little something for the
that?
people.
Mm,
Okay, let me grab
mm,
a good one. This looks like a good one.
mm. Okay.
Dip my ranch.
Ready?
Mhm.
3, 2, 1. Mm, mm.
Mm. I'm gonna eat a
Mm,
pickle for you, okay? Okay, friend, I'm gonna eat a
mm,
pickle for you.
mm.
Yep.
I'm so happy with this chicken right now. I'm not even gonna be mad at you.
Listen.
Mm.
Mm.
That
You
is
know what?
delicious.
Oh, that is good.
Yes, that's good. Are you surprised?
I mean, no, but
mm,
no.
mm, mm, mm,
Mm.
mm.
You know what? What I'm gonna do?
Oh,
Piece
Lord.
of
What
bread.
you gonna do? Mm-hmm.
That's just a piece of bread,
Mm-hmm.
right? I'm gonna dip my chicken tender in the ranch,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna just put it on the bread like that. And we got a
And
little,
make a sandwich. Little sandwich.
because why not?
I have never wanted pickles as much as I want them right now.
Mm-hmm. Just like,
That's it. That's
Yeah.
it. Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. I'm gonna enjoy them just like this.
Mm.
And then after I finish enjoying them, after I finish enjoying
Mm.
my Nashville hot chicken tenders, ooh, Nashville, ooh, Nashville, we thank you so much. After I finish enjoying my Nashville hot chicken tenders,
Oh my God.
what happened?
Oh, let me
What's the
get a little
matter?
piece of little. Let me get a little.
Oh yeah, help
I get,
yourself.
let me get a little.
Help yourself.
Oh my God. Oh, I know it's good. I know it's good.
What's the matter?
Oh my God. Y'all see that?
I think they see it. Do they see it?
Ooh.
Can they see it?
I
Maybe
know
they
if
don't
I can see
see
it, I know they can see it.
it. So y'all, my thing about fried chicken is it always needs to be paired with pound cake. Specifically, my favorite pound cake from when I was little, which was my sour cream pound cake. So I made one for today.
Yes.
So we have sour cream pound cake. I have not yet dressed it. I'm gonna do that for you all right
Oh, it's gonna be so
now.
pretty.
While I'm dressing this, tell people where they can find you, Rashad. They need to know where you are. Everywhere you are.
As I finish this swallow of delicious Nashville hot
Ooh,
chicken
take your time. Take
that I
your
made
time.
with my wonderful friend right here.
You did. You did.
Okay.
Help yourself. My daughter is over
You
here now. Here's some ranch. Take a small bite. She's hungry. She said, it's good.
good.
Which is a great compliment coming from her. Because when I say I could not even get her to taste the cake that I made for my blog this week,
What?
No, sir.
I saw you said that they were like, I
And
don't
she's
know about
tearing up that chicken tender. You want to come say hi to Mr. Rashad? You want to come say hi? She's eating. She said she'll come over in a minute.
Oh, okay. I know you
Okay.
said. I know you said they weren't sure about the pineapple ginger.
Oh yeah, the pineapple sweet potato
Pineapple
pineapple.
sweet potato. That sounds amazing.
It tastes amazing. But luckily, they have one of their favorites, which is the sour cream pound cake. And here we go. Just a little bit of drizzle.
This is my favorite part, y'all.
Is it?
It is.
So it's not the eating; it's just watching the drizzle.
Oh, that's as close as I can get to eating it. It's watching this drizzle.
You're funny.
Ooh wee.
Just a little something, something.
Are you going to eat a piece of cake for me?
Right now, I'm still eating chicken.
Oh, okay. I'm excited.
I know. I'll eat a piece of cake for you on Instagram. How about that?
Okay, I'm down for that.
Because right now, there's the chicken that needs tending to. And I'm not one to shirk my responsibilities when it comes to chicken. Now, eating chicken off of bone, some would say probably I'm not the best at that. But chicken tenders, I'm going to tear these up.
We can do that.
Mm.
I know it's good. Well, you can find me at Rashad Eats the World on all social media platforms, including Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, and also Kitsch.
What is Kitsch?
Kitsch is a new food social media platform by the creators came from Food Network. It's still in beta, so it's just a website at this point, but it's really, really cool. A friend of mine is participating in a March Madness battle, which is like super cool. So they had like the battle of the chili dog, the battle of the ramen, and it's like really creative ways. So it's a streaming app. And so you go live and you cook your food or you talk about food, you interview people. But it's everything food related. It's pretty cool.
I've never heard that.
We'll send you a link. We'll get signed up.
Well, here's the thing about me and social media. We have a working relationship.
Listen.
I would not call us friends. We do what we have to for each other, but I would not call us friends.
I understand.
But I'm grateful for social media because it brought me into your orbit and it brought you into mine.
Absolutely.
So I can only be grateful for that.
I'm glad you're over there loving those tenders.
Rashad, these things are incredible. They're very spicy. But if you like spice, you need these in your life. You need them. It's not a matter of, oh, do I feel like making that? First of all, they're easy. The ingredients are all spices, friends. Spices. You can literally buy the tenders already cut up.
Oh, you sure can. You can buy them cooked already.
Huh?
You can buy them cooked.
True, but I don't know. I think it's more satisfying when you do it yourself. If there's something that I can make that brings my children joy, there's no better feeling in the world than that. And you've helped me find something that brings my children joy. I can't ask for anything more than that. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you. It is an honor to cook with you and that you asked me to be on I'll Bring Dessert. Seriously.
Oh. Ugh, why do y'all do this at the end of the show every week? Y'all know
no, seriously.
Y'all know I'm a crier. But seriously,
I'm so excited to be here and glad that I got to cook with you, and I hope we can do it again.
Absolutely.
For sure. Glad you enjoyed the recipe.
Loved it.
That cake.
Is it this? This is what you looking for?
That right there.
Right
yeah. Oh, look at it drip. Ah!
I know it's still dripping. So I better put it back on the parchment before it drips all in the oil. That is still a little hot, but yeah. You want to see what it looks like on the inside? That's what you're trying to see.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Okay. Since you asked nicely, we just give it a little slice and another little slice.
Ooh.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ooh.
There you go.
I know it's good. Ooh, I feel like I could just
snatch it. Well, since you asked if it's good, let's just do a little tasty boo. Oh yeah.
I already know. I already know. I already know.
And what is it you know?
I know it's good.
Oh. It is. Mm. I mean, I hate this word, but it is so moist in the middle. But it's got that stand-up power that I love in my pound cakes. Nice and firm, but very, very moist. The crumb. And then you can see it's got the little the crust that people love so much. And that vanilla simple syrup that I put on before the glaze. It's just a sight to behold.
Can we have a moment of silence? Lord, we thank you. Amen. That cake was so good. Oh,
Lord, we thank you. Amen. I love it. Yeah. Yep. It is. It is that good. So for anybody who's looking for this, this is my sour cream pound cake. It's on my website, beginwithbutter.com. You can Google begin with butter, sour cream pound cake. I promise you it will come up. Or you can go to beginwithbutter.com, get your coffee, get your tea, hang out for a bit, and just go around looking at the recipes. I'm telling you, what is a more perfect meal than fried chicken and pound cake?
Okay.
I'll wait.
Lord. Didn't think so. Exactly.
So now it's your turn to make the pound cake, so you can have to go with the chicken.
Okay. You know what? I got you.
Rashad, it has been my absolute ultimate joy to cook with you today in my kitchen, and I do mean cook with you. Thank you for bringing these Nashville hot chicken tenders into my family's lives. You are a friend now. So thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
You're so welcome. Friends, I hope to see you next time on I'll Bring Dessert. See you next week.